Are you?
Aren't you?
Of course I am. Tremendously happy.
Just to think, here we are, you and I, married.
Yes, things have come to a pretty pass, haven't they?
Don't laugh at me. You mustn't be so blasé about honeymoon just because this is your second.
That's silly.
Oh, have I annoyed you by saying that?
Just a little.
Oh, darling, I'm so sorry, but kiss me. Not so very enthusiastic.
That better?
3 times, please. I'm superstitious.
You really are very sweet.
Aren't you glad you married me?
Of course I am.
How glad?
Magnificently, incredibly glad.
How lovely.
We really ought to go and dress.
Gladder than you were before?
Why will you keep harping on that?
Well, it's in my mind, and yours too, I expect.
It isn't anything of the sort.
Well, she was pretty, wasn't she? Amanda?
Very pretty.
Oh, Elliot. Prettier than I am?
Much.
Elliot.
She was pretty and sleek, and her hands were long and slim, and her legs were long and slim, and she danced like an angel. You dance very poorly, by the way.
Well, could she play the piano as well as I can?
Not quite.
Had she my talent for organization?
No, but she didn't have your mother either.
I'm beginning to think you don't like Mother.
Like her? I can't bear her.
Ellie! Well, she's a darling. Underneath.
I never got underneath.
Makes me unhappy to think you don't like Mother.
Nonsense. I think the only reason you married me was to get away from her.
Oh, darling, I married you because I loved you.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
I love you far more than Amanda loved you. I'll never make you miserable like she did.
Oh, we made each other miserable.
It was all her fault, and you know it was.
Yes, it was. Entirely her fault.
She was a fool to lose you.
We lost each other.
God, she lost you with her violent tempers and carryings on.
Will you stop talking about Amanda?
But I'm glad, because had she not been uncontrolled and wicked and unfaithful, we shouldn't be here now.
She wasn't unfaithful.
How do you know? I bet she was. I bet she was unfaithful every 5 minutes.
It would take a far more concentrated woman than Amanda to be unfaithful every 5 minutes.
You do hate her, don't you?
No, I don't think I do hate her. I think I despise her.
Oh, well, that's much worse.
Yet I'm sorry for her.
Why?
Well, she's marked for tragedy. She's bound to make a mess of things.
Well, if it's all her fault, I don't see that it matters much.
She had some very good qualities.
Considering what hell she made your life, I'd say you're being very nice about her.
What's the use of being vindictive? It's all over now. Such a long time ago.
5 years isn't very long.
Oh, yes it is.
Do you think you could ever love her again?
Now then, Sybil!
Well, could you?
Of course not. I love you now.
Yes, but you love me differently, I know that.
Well, more wisely, perhaps.
I'm glad. I'd rather have that sort of love.
You're right. Love is no use unless it's wise and kind and undramatic. Something steady and sweet to smooth out your nerves when you're tired. Something tremendously cozy and unflurried by scenes and jealousies. That's what I want. It's what I've always wanted, really. Oh, my dear, I do hope it's not going to be dull for you.
Oh, sweetheart, as though you could ever be dull.
I'm much older than you.
Not so very much. Oh, the music has stopped now and you can hear the sea.
We must go swimming tomorrow.
Yes, but I mustn't get sunburned.
Why ever not?
Oh, I hate it on women.
Well, you shan't then. I hope you don't hate it on men.
No, I find it very suitable to men.
You're a completely feminine little creature, aren't you?
Why do you say that?
Everything in its place.
What do you mean?
If you'd like me to learn how to smoke a pipe, I should try and master it.
I I like a man to be a man, if that's what you're suggesting.
You're going to manage me, understand me,
I'm going to try to understand you.
run me without my knowing it.
You are being a little unkind.
I don't mean to be. I was just wondering, that's all, what your plans are.
Plans?
Well, you must have plans, apart from loving me and all that.
I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about.
Oh. Well, perhaps it's subconscious then. Age-old instincts working away deep down, rinsing up little bits of experience for later use, watching me like a little sharp-eyed kitten.
How could you be so horrid?
I said kitten, not cat.
Well, kittens grow into cats.
Well, let that be a warning to you then.
What's the matter, darling? Are you hungry?
Not at all.
Well, you are being very strange all of a sudden. And rather cruel. Just because I'm feminine, it doesn't mean that I'm crafty and calculating.
I didn't say you were either of those things.
Oh, I hate these half-masculine women who go banging about.
I hate anyone who goes banging about.
I should think you needed a little quiet womanliness after Amanda.
Will you stop talking about Amanda?
It's natural enough, isn't it?
What do you want to know?
Well, why did you let her divorce you?
She divorced me for cruelty and flagrant infidelity. I spent the entire weekend in Brighton with a woman named Vera Williams, who had the nastiest looking hairbrush you've ever seen.
Well, misplaced chivalry, I call it. Why didn't you divorce her?
That would not have been the action of a gentleman, whatever that may mean.
I'd say she got off very lightly.
Will you stop talking about Amanda?
Yes, Elodie.
I don't want to see her again or hear her name mentioned.
Very well, darling.
Is that understood?
Yes, darling. Where did you go to honeymoon?
Samoritz, now be quiet.
I hate Samoritz.
So do I, bitterly.
Was she good on skis?
Would you like to dine downstairs here or in the casino?
I love you, I love you, I love you.
Good. Shall we go and undress?
Kiss me first.
Oh. Casino?
Yes, but are you a gambler? You've never told me.
Every now and then.
Oh, well then, I shall come sit behind your chair and bring you luck.
That will be fatal.